Hi, my name is Jennifer Law, and I get to be here to read a story to you about Gabe. And I'm also a school counselor. And a couple years ago, I was subbing in one of our fifth grade classrooms, and I noticed some of the kids were falling asleep. And when I was talking to them about it, I found out that they stay up late watching videos or playing video games, or sometimes they would even wake up in the middle of the night to play videos and play video games. So that's when I got the idea to write this story, because I wanted kids and grown-ups to learn that it's more helpful to get more sleep. So let's get started. And the illustrator is Brian Martin. Rest to recharge. A story about the importance of sleep. Hi, my name is Gabe. This is my cat, Holly, and this is my story about how I learned to recharge my body's batteries. Sleeping takes up a lot of time. I used to think it was a complete waste of time until I discovered all the great things it does. A few days ago, I was in school and Mrs. Spencer was teaching us something about math, but I had no idea what it was because I kept falling asleep. I felt so tired. I eventually gave up trying to stay awake. The next thing I knew, Mrs. Spencer was loudly saying my name and patting me on the arm. My nice nap was over. "Are you feeling okay?" "Yep, just tired, I guess," I answered with a yawn and a stretch. The rest of the day, I managed to stay awake, but I was really wiped out. I couldn't even keep up with my team during recess and wrecked any chance we had to win. Later, I found out Mrs. Spencer had called my mom. After school, Mom sat down to talk with me. "I'm worried about you, Gabe. You go to bed at 9 o'clock p.m. and wake up at 7 o'clock a.m. If you fall asleep right away, that's almost 10 hours of sleep. During your last checkup, Dr. Meyer said you needed 9 to 11 hours of sleep every night at your age. You shouldn't be so sleepy. Is it because you're staying up later than you should be?" "Kind of," I mumbled. "What does that mean?" "I play games and sometimes watch videos." After my chat with Mom, we made a plan to help me not stay up so late. The plan included a new rule. Every night at bedtime, I had to put all my electronic devices in a basket that sat in my parents' bedroom. I couldn't use any of the devices until the next morning after breakfast. I went to bed that night. I thought I was ready to sleep, but instead I just laid there wide awake. That's when I remembered I still had one device I forgot to put in the basket. I turned on my game to play, and something really strange happened. My alarm clock started talking to me. It chirped, "You know what Mom said." Was I dreaming? I rubbed my eyes, looked at the clock again, and saw it had a friendly face. "You need your rest," it chirped. "A talking clock? Who are you?" "I'm Buzz. I'm here to help you learn about getting a good night's sleep." "Well, right now I'm not even tired, so how am I supposed to sleep?" "Gabe, close your eyes and imagine you're sleeping on a soft, fluffy cloud in the warm sunshine. Or try counting your breaths. Inhale while you count to 3, then exhale as you count to 4. Keep imagining or counting until you're calm and sleepy." "What's the point, Buzz? Sleep is a waste of time. I'd rather be playing right now." "Gabe, you really don't know the power of sleep, do you? Sleep helps your brain work so you can think better. It helps your body and muscles grow. It helps you heal. It helps you stay healthy. It restores your energy. It helps you look and feel your best. With the right amount of sleep, you will feel happier and won't be so grouchy. Sleep will even help your body perform better in soccer matches." "Wow, I didn't know sleep helped that much," I confessed. "Sleep recharges your body's batteries, kind of like how you have to charge your electronics to keep them running, or how you have to keep me plugged in. If you unplug me, I run out of energy and lose power. You run out of power too without sleep. So you have to recharge every night. You can't just get enough sleep once or twice a week or on a weekend. You need 9 to 11 hours of sleep every night." I turned off my game and decided to get some sleep. In the morning, I was kind of tired but felt way more energized than the day before. At school, my attention was better, I was super speedy on the playground, and I really did feel happier. When it was time for bed, I stuck to the plan. I made sure all my devices were in the basket. I fell asleep, but I woke up during the night. I looked at my clock and saw no signs of Buzz. Without making a sound, I got up and snuck into the family room. I plugged my headphones into the computer and started watching an episode of my favorite show. Then I watched a second episode, then a third. It was a very bad idea. After the third episode, I was so drowsy I shuffled back to bed for some shut-eye. It felt like the shortest sleep ever. It felt so early when Mom came in to wake me up. Then Buzz appeared and asked me what happened to the plan. I followed the plan, Buzz. I went to bed and fell asleep. The problem was, I woke up before morning. I didn't have a plan for that. Buzz stared at me. His expression was a mix of surprise and disappointment. Gabe, the plan works in that situation too. You just need to stay in bed and not play games or watch videos. I was really sleepy the rest of that day. I felt miserable and grouchy. Now I had two things to work on, staying awake and trying not to yell at people. I learned what happens when I don't get enough sleep. Everyone and everything annoys me. Plus, I can't concentrate on my work. I can't run fast. I can't enjoy anything. I'm too busy feeling sleepy, sad, or grouchy. Playing games and watching videos at bedtime isn't worth it. There are better times to play. The middle of the night is for sleeping. When it was time for bed, Holly joined me. She purred and I took deep breaths. I inhaled and counted to 3, then exhaled and counted to 4. I did that a few times. Then I pictured myself on a giant floaty in a huge swimming pool. The sun was warm and I was chilling in the cool water. I fell asleep but woke up twice during the night. Each time, however, I stayed in bed, device-free. When I woke up the first time, I took deep breaths. The second time, I rolled over, got comfy, and then fell right back to sleep. I even caught a glimpse of Buzz smiling at me. Sleeping still takes up a lot of time, but now when I'm awake, I spend more time feeling good, and I have energy for whatever comes next. Thanks to Buzz, I know how to rest to recharge. And that's the end of the story. So in the story, Gabe learned that it's important to get enough sleep, and when he doesn't get enough sleep, he doesn't feel as good, and everybody around him is annoying, and he's just not as happy, and he can't run as fast, and it just makes a really big difference. So I think that works for all of us. If we get enough sleep, we feel better, and when we don't, things are harder to do. I would encourage you to take a look and see what the recommended hours of sleep is for your age, and then try it out. See how much sleep you get, and then check and see how you feel. Like, was it easier to pay attention, or was it harder to pay attention based on how much sleep you got? So thanks for listening.